Good morning, Garnet Valley. In this week's news, we're here to report on the first debate. The topics were gun control, death penalty, taxes, and education. A majority of the questions and the main concerns were by the people were mainly about funding and where the candidates would get their money to fund all their new ideas that they're planning. Also, constituents Callie Terrace and Tara Weibel were full of questions, so candidates should definitely watch out for those two during the next debate. Speaking of the candidates, JC, Brett, and Garrett did a phenomenal job during the first debate. They did very well, and they were also very quick thinkers. On contrary, Omar and Kyle kind of struggled a little bit. They had very well thought out and fulfilling answers, but they needed a minute to get their thoughts together. But they were not affected by the time limits, so they also did a very good job. Overall, the campaign is radiating with confidence and excitement, so good luck to all the parties in the next following week. We're going into our last week of the campaign, so it's time for the final countdown.
Hello class. This week Garrett had a press conference on social programs, and he said he was going to implement drug tests to filter out the people who would abuse the system. He says it's unfortunate that people abuse it, but it does happen. He wants to modernize the program, so use some of the technology that's available to us to make sure that everyone who's using the help needs it. And the moving flag background made a return, very popular with House Party speeches, and his eyes were scanning the crowd. He made a lot of good eye contact with people, showing he was really into the speech. Also, because it was a press conference, a lot of the questions were about how he's going to pay for the drug tests. Well, he said with the tax on the high 1%, with that tax increase, it would help pay for this, and then also by filtering out the people who are abusing it, we're saving money that way. So that's all for the House Party this week. See you next week for the last week of the campaign.
This just in. Breaking news reminding all students that our court case project is due next Thursday. On behalf of the Campbell Times, we'd like to take this moment to thank all our candidates and their parties for letting us report on them for the past couple weeks.